This brick effect, oh, that is nice. That I cannot believe. You know what? The Nether might have frozen over because I actually really like this. What is this? Prismarine bricks? What is going on? Why do I like this? The texture pack that we're reviewing for this week's Throwback Thursday is Earthy Texture Pack by SuperBusy Studios. It's currently rated 3.7 stars out of 5 stars from 759 reviews. It doesn't tell me a price because I think I've already got this bought, but it is currently worth 1,170 mine tokens according to Bedrock Explorer. I'm not sure what that's equivalent to in my local currency. It says pay respects to the default Minecraft design with this resource pack featuring hyper-realistic earthy textures. This pack adds an organic and natural style and feel to any world through its foliage, trees and buildings, as well as mobs like cows and horses. Available in 64 and 128x textures, thousands of texture variations by SuperBusy Studios. Before we get this texture pack reviewed, when I tried to download this on my PS4, I get a not enough space 666 megabyte error telling me I don't have enough space on my PS4. I've cleared all my space, I'm on PS5, it just doesn't seem to work. But when we put it on the Minecraft PS5 preview app, it does work. So let's head over there and let's get this texture pack reviewed. If you like wrestling game content, any game content or reaction content, check out Dazman Wrestling, Dazman Plays or Dazman Reacts. Links in the description. Alright, so welcome back to the home of the texture pack review for this Throwback Thursday. We are in a brand new creative world for the Earthy Texture Pack. So before we get into this, there's a couple things I need you to do. Please do make sure you leave a like if you enjoy this review. Please do drop a comment with your opinion on the texture pack as we go through, and if you're new to the channel, please do hit the subscribe button. This video is going to be slightly different because we're on the Minecraft preview app, not the standard Minecraft app on PlayStation. So the Armoury will look a little bit different and the info screen was a little bit different. We looked at the creative menu instead of item frames. So if you want to see the creative menu, go back into the info screen and it'll be in the bottom left. But with that being said, let's get into this. And immediately, I know this pack is supposed to be kind of faithful to the Minecraft design. The colors feel a little bit darker, not duller, but maybe like devoid of a bit of saturation or something. I'm not 100% sure, but it just feels a bit more duller, a bit more darker than it would do normally. Before we look at the cow, we're going to get down here as well just to look at the grass. I know it says hyper-realistic, which isn't usually a good sign for me in texture packs, but I'm definitely feeling some level of photorealism going on here. And it's not heavy on blur, which means it's kind of working for me a little bit better. Now, obviously, like I said, we're on the Minecraft preview app. We're using the 128x texture. Maybe all of these things are helping for a better experience, I'm not sure, but yeah, I mean, it looks nicer. Nothing is going to be realistic in Minecraft, but it doesn't immediately look disgusting. We get over here at the trees. It did mention something about foliage, trees and buildings, and again, we've almost got photorealistic leaves here. Well, obviously we don't have a wiggle mod, we don't have animations. There is some transparency there as well. It's not terrible, not terrible. We'll look at the other trees in the Armoury. But I am keen to see if there is actual variations, like grass not looking too crazy. I mean, I'm not seeing much variation in terms of grass just looking around. It all looks very samey. Same with the sand as well. So I don't get where it's saying thousands of texture variations. Maybe we'll see more as we go along. But let's have a little look at these sheep. All right, I mean, they're a little bit cartoony in the face. That's definitely not a realism face. They've got the 3D nose and the 3D head shape, which I've always said works. If you saw my live stream last Saturday on Perfect Realism, I was saying realistic texture packs could use 3D faces, and the sheep doesn't look terrible. It does just feel a bit cartoony in the face, a bit drawn. It loses that realistic nature. But I like that sheep. That sheep was all right. Let's have a little look at the pig over here. Again, the eyes, that they feel a little bit too human, but they also feel quite artsy. The texture itself, there's a little bit of detailing in there, a little bit of blotchiness, a little bit of crackiness going on. But yeah, I mean, nothing offensive so far. This is definitely feeling like one of the better realism texture packs that I've looked at. There was a cow around that I'm interested to see. But then you've also got, as we look around, we've got the sky. The clouds look quite nice. It's not terrible. I see the sun is about to set, so let's just quickly bring that back. But yeah, the clouds, they're not too prominent. They're just there in the distance. We've got the ocean as well. If we have a little look down here. Yeah, I mean, that is a nice water animation going on there. This, you know what? It's ticking a lot of the right boxes, and there's no jarriness at the moment. We've got a turtle over here. Again, quite a photorealistic shell, but that lack of blur. Like, there's a hint of it, but it's not overpowering. The face of that turtle, again, the eyes look drawn on, the nose looks a little bit scary, but not jarring, not like immersion breaking at the moment. Do we have, yes, there's a chicken. Let's have a little look down here at the chicken. All right, we've got little strokes for the feathers. That's not terrible. The face, okay, that face is a bit funny. Big, massive mouth, and then the tiny eyes. Okay, a little bit blocky there. But again, I mean, I'm leaning towards above average right now. And I don't normally do that with realistic texture packs. Normally, I'm immediately hit straight away with below average. This has been a really good start. All we need is a cow. So let's find a cow and maybe some horses, because they mentioned that in the description. All right, I don't normally do this, but in the interest, I didn't even need to do it. There's a cow and a horse here now. So we've got a cow over here. Nice little speckled cow. The tail, I see what they've gone for. It's a bit weird that it's not moving because of how they've done it, but it is nice. I mean, yeah, you can see it's a hairy cow. And then the face, okay, that's quite funny. I like the 3D nose. That works really, really well. The face, again, the eyes quite... If you had said the eyes were anime style, I'd believe you. But again, it seems like a really nice attempt at this. This is, yeah, I'm not completely torn apart. Now, I mentioned something, if I can get off that. It mentioned something about horses as well being quite a fit. I'm not really noticing too much spectacular about them. They are quite high quality. The eye, actually, you know what? That again, that kind of, that hair, that mane, or whatever it's called, that feels quite nice. You know what? I'm getting some good vibes from this. I don't mind saying it. I'm feeling quite positive about this. This is already looking at like a 7 for me already, and it's early days. Let's head over to wherever we've got to go, and let's find a village and see what villagers look like. I realized as well that I hadn't sheared a sheep to see what the underside looks like. Okay, very... Oh, okay, no. There's 2 there. What about this one? Oh, that's kind of nice, you know, the fact that it's not perfectly clean. That is actually really good attention to detail. I like that. I like that. Sorry that I missed that before. Alright, so as we approach the nearest village that I could find, it should be said as well, obviously this is quite an expensive pack. 1170 mine tokens, probably the second highest price point that you can get for texture packs, or that you see routinely anyway. So really, it should be a very good pack. It should be high quality. It should be quite exceptional. I like that cobblestone. Again, photorealistic almost. I mean, probably not specifically. This is some of the best logs I've seen in realism as well. Honestly, this might have converted me to a fan of realism when it's done right. This is quite nice. I like the logs. Just as well, that detail on the planks, the steps, all of that. It's just such nice. That's not even English. I can't even speak properly, but it is just looking really, really nice. It's well put together. It's a shame. I've had this texture pack for about 2 years, and I've never been able to use it until I got to use the Minecraft preview. And honestly, it's so good. Now, the one thing I would also say, it did mention thousands of texture variations. I haven't seen one. So unless they're super subtle... But then, I mean, that cobblestone, looks different to that cobblestone. So they might be very subtle in how they change. Let's have a little look. Let's just put a few next to each other and see what happens. So this one, for instance, got this really big cobblestone section here, which isn't there. It's also not there. Yeah, you know what? It's very subtle changes. Oh, there's no way I'm going to be able to see if there's a change in the grass. I think there is, actually. It is such a subtle, tiny change. Wow. Okay. We've got the villagers over here as well. Again, you know what? Having the kind of cartoony face really takes away some of the jarring scariness that you get with realism. I don't know if anybody else agrees. Let me know in a comment if you agree, but I think it softens it. Like, that doesn't look like a face stretched. That's actually really kind of, it really works. I mean, we've got the iron golem here as well. Very nice shading on the iron to add withering and like weatheredness and usage. You got the face, the helmet. I actually cannot believe how positive I'm feeling about this texture pack. When I was looking at the thumbnail and reading the description, I was honestly certain I was going to hate this. So far, I'm actually really impressed. I cannot believe that. SuperBusy Studios, have you been able to make a realism or a hyper-realistic texture pack that is good? I don't know. Let's turn it to nighttime and let's have a little look at what hostile mobs look like. Alright, so let's travel away from the village so that we don't have to see a lot of death by a zombie. And this is kind of how it looks at nighttime. Without night vision, you can see the clouds looking quite a lot brighter. You get the big moon in the sky. And then obviously the atmosphere and stuff. It's quite nice. It's quite an interesting feel. Quite a good ambience. Let's get the night vision potion done. Light it up a little bit. Oh, you know what we didn't do? We didn't shear a sheep. I haven't quite got that down to muscle memory yet. That's a shame. Maybe we will in a little bit later on. I don't know. We've got a creeper. Now, that is nightmare fuel. That is honestly the ugliest creeper I've ever seen. That is disgusting. I don't know if I like it. I'm leaning towards I do, but I'm also leaning towards I don't. Like, that is... All right, cool. Maybe I don't. Maybe I don't like you, bro. That face, though, is absolutely disgusting. We'll get back to the skeleton in a minute. I don't know. This has actually genuinely got me on the face, on the fence. Sorry, I really like what they've done to the body. The colors on the back are a bit nasty, but I like the weathering and the kind of, you know, life of it. We've got the spider over here. Okay, that's a very cartoony face. That face almost doesn't fit the pack. The body looks nice though. That is a creepy, like, hairy spider body, but the face doesn't fit. We've got the skeletons. Let's go over here so we're not rushing into water. All right, I don't like that. It's a bit too blocky in the face. They could have done with adding some shape. Transparency is nice. The detailing is nice, but the face just feels a bit weird. Same for the zombie, you know. It's almost a bit too cartoony here. We get a few spoilers for armors. Again, though, the textures, they're clean, they're smooth, but he just looks a bit derpy. He looks a little bit like he's trying too hard to be cool. It's a bit, yeah, it's a bit of a mishmash, to be honest with you. Not the strongest section here. I like the spider body. I like the front of the creeper. Bits I like. The overall, not so much here. Let's go and find an ocean and let's see what the ocean monument looks like. All right, so I haven't been able to do the ocean monument title card yet, so you guys are going to just have to forgive me on that one. Looking at the ocean monument from above. All right, I'm kind of liking this brick effect. Let's get down here. Let's have a quick look. Let's have a little look. This brick effect. Oh, that is nice. That, I cannot believe. You know what? The Nether might have frozen over because I actually really like this. What is this? Prismarine bricks? What is going on? Why do I like this? All right, a bit of blur in the prismarine. Let's be fair. Is it changing color from blue to green? If it is, it's doing it slowly and subtly. Again, is this photorealistic? This is such nice detailing on the bricks. I can't actually believe it. I think it is changing color. It seems to be a bit more predominantly green now. We've got the drowned here. I'm not a fan of the shoulders. That seems to just be a bit of detailing for detailing's sake. And then it's kind of a copy and paste. Oh, that eye effect was nice. Hang on. What did I notice there? Look, the eyes are sunken in. That's a really nice effect as you walk around. The eyes just disappear. Aye, that's quite nice. A little bit of 3D going on there. Again, though, it is quite copy and paste from the normal zombie, so that is a bit boring. But I do like that eye effect. We've got the Guardian here. All right. Yeah, no, inoffensive. The eye still feels quite comical. But you know what? Inoffensive. Oh, look at that. I could stare into this block for hours. That is a nice sea lantern. Guys, please get down into the comments and let me know. Am I going crazy? Am I really liking this? Should I be? This feels... Oh, hello. Alright, you're a little bit nasty looking. But I think that's by design. Look at that eye. Okay. You know what? There's so much more to like here than there is to not like. A few of the hostile mobs looked very questionable. There was detailing that I liked, but not the overall. But then you get down here, I like these blocks. I like a lot of the mobs. I actually can't believe how much of this I like. This is really interesting. We're going to head over to the Armoury now. It's slightly different, but hopefully captures everything that it would do normally in the Minecraft preview. So let's get there now. Okay, so here we are in the Armoury, and let me just say as well before we have a little look at the blocks, the load times on this were crazy. Honestly, it takes a few minutes to load into worlds, so just be careful. If you do get this, I'll be talking about it in terms of like the issues I had with downloading and stuff, but if you do get this, I would recommend having the preview, Minecraft preview mod, or the Minecraft preview app, and also be ready for load times, to be honest with you. But we've got the trees here. I'm not going to comment too much on the trees, just going to show them off for you guys so you guys can see the different leaves, the different oak style, the different log styles, sorry. My words are getting a bit crumpled up right now. But yeah, I mean, you've got all the different style leaves. There's quite nice leaves, to be honest. Very bulky blocks, not a lot of transparency. Cherry Blossom doesn't seem to have been affected. This feels a bit out of place. Maybe this isn't 1.21 updated. I don't actually know. No, it actually says it's 1.19 in the thumbnail. Interesting. So this isn't an up-to-date texture pack. So things like this are going to stand out quite heavily. We've then got the glass. Oh, that looks nice. That looks nice, man. It feels kind of magical, mystical. That does feel quite... I don't know what's earthy about it. Maybe the frames. But it does feel really nice. I really like that block. I really do. Quartz as well, feeling okay. Not too bad. We've got some redstone going on here. I showed this off in the intro if you want to see it a bit closer. The ores. Okay, they're there. I mean, nothing crazy going on. A little bit... It's a little bit fake in terms of how it's poking through the blocks like that. But it works, it's okay, it's not bad at all. And then we got the blocks that we can have a little look at. So some of these blocks, they just strike me so well. Like the cobblestone, the mossy cobblestone feels so good. The oak, the logs, the planks even, they feel so good. You get, like I said before, a lot of the blocks that come in later editions haven't been updated, like these three. So that's a shame. I mean, the stone bricks feel nice. Some of the blocks that they've changed really well. I don't see a single block here that I don't like. It actually disappoints that they haven't updated this. That's a shame. But some of these blocks look really good. Copper seems to have changed. Was copper a 1.19 block? Interesting, okay. That is quite interesting. Tough doesn't seem to have changed, although, what's that? So tough slabs have changed. But polished, okay, so the later ones haven't, all right. And then you've got the beds, the doors, and the trap doors, just to have a quick look at. Nice bit of detail in the door. The beds are a little bit blurry, a little bit vibrant. And then the copper doors are the same as they would be. If we head over here, so we've got the paintings now. Not sure what that is, but that looks cool. Yeah, the paintings, some of them look really nice. Some of them are default. Okay. All right. Yeah, no, I'm kind of nice with that. The ones that have changed, they look cool, man. I really do like that. Let's pop down here and have a little look. So the leather armor, really well defined in my opinion. Feeling a little bit medieval-esque. Let's get a little quick look around the back as well. Okay. Yeah, all right. A little bit of texture to that. The sword, all right, that's more of just a stick, to be honest with you. I would not be expecting copy and paste going forward. Again, some level of photorealistic going on here. Popping through. The hoe looking like a lead pipe. All right. Then you got the stone sword. Again, quite rustic designs. The chainmail. There is a very small amount of transparency, so I don't hate this by default, but it is very bulky. Very, very bulky. Stone sword, or iron sword even. Feeling a bit copy-paste, but it's definitely smoother on the blade, so it's not 100%. Oh, that has to be the ugliest armor I've ever seen. I'm sorry, I've got to, like, what is going on with the emboss? Oh, no, I don't like that. I don't like that iron armor. I'm sorry. That does not look nice. The gold. Okay, now we're getting into copy and paste territory. That's definitely copy and paste from iron, as is that. I take it back. That's the ugliest armor I've ever seen. Copy and paste diamond sword. Still the nasty armor. Copy and paste netherite. And then the ugly armor. So the colors and the vibrancy are quite nice, but really it starts copy and pasting as you get higher up the level, which is a disappointment. This pack is definitely its strongest with its building blocks, in my opinion, though. Let's head back to the normal world, and then let's go to the Nether. All right, so into the Nether we go, and you'll probably get to see now the long loading times, unless the game wants to. Oh, it actually does want to screw me over and do a quick load. But it takes a lot longer to load into the game, in all honesty. We've got the obsidian portal here itself. Again, feeling quite mineralist. Not minimalist, mineralist, which is all right. Nice little portal frame here as well. I really like this magma block. I hope the magma cube looks like that. I really do. We've got some fire over here, which reminds me that I wanted to show you guys, if you end up on fire, that's how it looks. That wasn't the nicest screen to be on, I've got to be honest with you. I also believe I've got the night vision potion on. Yes, I do. There we go. Massive. It feels like heavy fog. Really turning down the viewing distance, the render distance that you can see. Makes it quite a bit eerier. I don't know if that's just me. Netherrack feeling like, almost kind of like, you know when you see pictures of Mars? It kind of feels like that. I don't know. I know it's a weird comparison, but it kind of does. I can hear a ghast. Can't see a ghast, which is... Oh, there we go. Oh, my lord. All right, so they've got gills, and then they've got the drawn-on face. Oh, my days. Okay. All right. I mean, it's very well defined. I don't know if I like it. It's very well defined. I would lean towards not really liking that, but it's very well defined. We've got the hoglins and piglins and stuff over here. Oh, this guy looks like he needs sleep. Look at his eyes. Okay, again though, not a heavy amount of blur. I can respect that. I can. So we have a little look around at some of, you know, just the world. It's a nice feeling. The lava feels quite vibrant. Oh man, I seriously, I don't know how many times I've said it so far. I don't know how I'm actually liking this as much as I am. It's like written in the stars that I hate realism mods and realism texture packs, but I really like this, man. I really, really do. Let's head over to a fortress. Let's see what the fortress and the fortress mobs look like, and maybe we'll get a magma cube as well. Okay, so we've got the fortress here now. As fire doesn't render in, or is it just blue fire? Oh, okay, so the closer you get, it becomes a lot more moving. That's not proper English, but you know what I mean. Like, as we were further away, look, as soon as you get to there, it starts to stop and you don't see any movement or animation. And then as you get closer, the animation really hits in. That's a really bad effect. It really like ruins it as you're looking around. It's like, why is that fire stopped? Oh no, wait, it hasn't. As you get closer and then it moves. Bit weird. We've got the Wither skeleton here. It's just a flip of a normal skeleton and then inverted in colour. We've got the blaze. Oh, I don't like that. That looks kind of lazy compared to what we've seen so far. The nether bricks feel nice. They're not terrible. I like the nether bricks, in fact. The actual building blocks of the fortress looks quite nice. I am going to get a magma cube, I think, because I want to know if the magma cube look like the magma block. It's an important small detail to me. Most people aren't going to care, but it means a lot to me, so let's find out. No, doesn't look anything like it. That's a disappointment. Okay, and then last but not least, let's get the Wither out here. Oh, soul sand. Soul sand looking kind of nice. Soul sand looks like a really nice block. Okay, let's get the ugly Wither heads on there. And then we're going to get the Wither out here. No change in shape. Not really sure what to expect here. Been a bit disappointed by some of the nether mobs, I have to admit. Especially the blaze. Very disappointing. And then the Wither itself. Oh, very boring. It's just a Wither skeleton, isn't it? Wither skeleton head and then the Wither shape. Yeah, that is very disappointing. This probably lost it some points, I have to be honest. This probably did lose it some points. Let's head off to the end now, and let's see what the Ender Dragon and an End City looks like. Okay, so into the end we go. Get a quick flash of the title screen there. Alright, now this looks kind of like what the moon looks like in Wallace and Gromit. The craters and stuff, very cool. I believe most of these textures have very small, subtle variations, but they are there. I can see why there's thousands when there's such small changes. We've got the Enderman here. Oh, no, we don't. We've got this Enderman here. Hi, how you guys doing? You okay? The purple void as well, quite nice. Oh, I don't like that. I don't like that. That was a bit boring. That was a bit boring, a bit bland. What's going on here? What's going on here? What's going on with your wings? Oh, I hate it. Oh, I don't like that. No, I don't like that at all. Oh, Earthy, what have you done? I was actually thinking about giving you an 8 out of 10. I do not like that. You guys, these last two sections have been terrible. What is going on with those wings? Those are disgusting. Oh, no, guys, I don't like that at all. Guys, gals, and everybody else, I don't like that at all. I'm sorry. This has lost marks. It really has. Let's travel out 1,000 blocks. Let's see what an end city looks like. Alright, so we've got a little end city over there to go to. I can show you guys the atmosphere and stuff as we get closer. The void has been perfectly fine. It's just been a bit purple, but not difficult to look at. Nothing like that. So it's actually been really nice. The end just suffers from what the end always suffers from. There's not much here, to be honest with you. The chorus fruit is very vibrant, very, very nice. The end stone, very plain, very yellow. And then as we get up to the end city, the purple block, kind of like the vanilla purple. Not much of a change. Maybe a bit more defined. Yeah, you're seeing some more of that weathered look going on here. It's quite nice. Bit bland in colour. Lights up really well though, which is cool. Oh yeah, I've kind of lost all care in the end, to be honest with you. The shulker boxes are nice though, made to look a bit like purple. That's a nice little touch, how it really is like camouflaged in. That is a nice touch. But yeah, I've really lost all kind of care for the end as a Minecraft player. It needs an update, in my opinion. It needs to be the next place they focus on. Let's head over to the ancient city now in the main world. And let's see what a Warden looks like. I'll be honest, my opinion has slightly dipped since we went into the Nether. Alright, so we're in the ancient city now, and I think to no shock of anyone, a lot of the building blocks, a lot of the blocks in general, they look very well made, well put together. We've seen enough of that throughout the texture pack to the point that I don't really need to focus on it too much. The skulk, a little bit darker than vanilla, maybe, if I'm being correct. It's got a nice little shine to it in that green and the hints of blue as well. It definitely feels quite natural in how it's growing and bubbling and stuff, which is very, very good. And then other than that, the ancient city just, yeah, it feels strong. It really does feel quite strong. That's kind of a nice shrieker right there. We've got kind of a nice sensor as well. Oh, nice little animation too. I think we have to get the Warden out here. What is this? What is that? Skulk vein into a note block. Did not know you got note blocks down here. Okay. Yeah, let's get the Warden out here. I think I've timed that correctly and the Warden's going to spawn now. Don't know where he's spawning. Hello? Have we got a Warden around? Okay, he's in here. This could have been a bit better. Okay, it's kind of an angry ape. I'm seeing like ape features there in the face. Oh, I like that way the ribs are bending and stuff. Okay, it's nightmare fuel. It is nightmare fuel. You don't really want that chasing you. And there are some changes. It's definitely better changes than what the Ender Dragon had. Let's get a quick zombie out here just to see the attack. I can't ever get a Warden to... Oops, that's a zombie horse. I can't get a zombie to ever shout at anything. But how does it attack? Here we go. Alright, got a little roar. There we go. Okay. Quite a savage attack there, to be honest with you. And I think all that leaves, as I tried to get away so you guys can hear me again, all that really leaves is what am I going to give this? So I'm not lying. As we were going into the Nether, I genuinely did think I was going to give this an 8 out of 10. It felt like a solid pack. The blocks were really good. I liked the mobs. And I really wanted to shout about the fact that this was a realistic texture pack that I liked. Then we hit the Nether. Then we saw the Ender Dragon. And I have to say, I'm going to go for a 7 out of 10. I still think that's quite a strong score considering how much I don't like realism packs. But this, I really did like this. The passive mobs looked really good. The villagers weren't scary. The blocks were really well put together. I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Let me know what your opinions are and what your ratings are. If you enjoyed this texture pack review, please do leave a like. And if you're new to the channel, please do hit the subscribe button. One last closing thing that I would say is beware when buying this. I had a problem for 2 years where I couldn't download this and I needed the Minecraft preview to fix a bug telling me I had too many storage issues. It's very expensive, over 1100 mine tokens. If you get stuck, Minecraft can refund you the money. You just have to make a lot of proving that there's issues, basically. So I would say be careful if you buy this, but if you do, for a 1.19 texture pack, it's quite good. Thanks for watching, everybody. Peace.